Hey Simmers, Lenny42 here. I am playing the Sims 4 Create a Sim demo that is being sent out to a few Simmers out there. I know that every day I hear of a new Simmer on Facebook and Twitter who has just gotten, the demo. So if you haven't gotten it yet, you can still cross your fingers and hope and pray that it'll show up on in your Origin client tomorrow, because apparently they send out about 1,000 different invites a day. So eventually it'll be you. In the meantime, you can watch videos about it. Like, for example, this one. I'm gonna kind of just talk about the aspirations and the traits that came with the demo. Now, I don't know if these are all the aspirations and all the traits that are going to ship with the base game. I just know that this is what came with the demo. Now, there could be more when it's actually, September 2nd and it's time to play. I hope they're more than this, but till then, I'm just going to show you what I have. So yeah, I do apologize for my voice. It is a bit hoarse. I've been under the weather, but I really wanted to get this video out to you guys. And there will be 2 more parts to this video. So there's it's a 3-part trilogy of, the Sims 4 CAS demo. And this is going to be part 1. Hopefully by part 2, my throat would have healed up and stopped being so annoyingly scratchy. The one thing I do like about The Sims 4 that I can tell you right away, just from 2 seconds into the game, is the ability. I want to introduce you guys to Joe Henderson. This is the default walk, and what that means is that if you don't choose a walk for your sim, if you randomized or you picked your sim, whatever, and you forgot to choose a walk, this is the walk that will be set for your sim automatically. And this is the default walk style. So let's go back to tough walk style. That check mark, and we're good. Alright, so let's hit up on those aspirations. Now, as I said before, I'm not sure if these are all the aspirations that are going to ship out with the game in September, or if these are just the ones that, EA and Origin kind of just packaged in this demo. Because there are 10 aspirations so far. I'm hoping that there are going to actually be more in the game, just kind of have that part still be a surprise where we think we know everything, but we have no idea. And so let's go through these aspirations, guys. Let's go through this really quickly, if we can. It's athletic, creativity, deviance, family, food, fortune, knowledge, love, nature, and popularity. Now, a lot of these are reoccurring from back in the Sims 2 days, because, popularity, love, knowledge, fortune, and family are all things that were in The Sims 2 as well. So it's good to kind of see the things that we like and things that we enjoy, come back, as well as them adding some new things like deviance in food. I mean, food has always been in The Sims. It's just that now it's actually an aspiration, where the bonus trait is essence of flavor. And it's Sims with the essence of flavor make higher quality food and drink. And so every aspiration comes with a bonus trait. And that bonus trait just really bolsters and helps you build up to, completing that aspiration. Because when you click on it, food, there are 2 different branches: the Master Chef and the Master Mixologist. Now, my assumption is that they're actually these are going to be 2 different careers. I hope that they're actually going to be like a mixologist career as opposed to just, tending bar whenever you can. It'd be really cool if mixologist kind of was a mixture of a, a career, but mixed in with a Sims 3 profession. So your sim kind of just gets sent to whatever bar they're supposed to be working at, and they just mix drinks there until it's like the end time, and then like you can decide to either mix the drink the way the customer wants it, or mix it the way how it's supposed to be, because a customer might ask for something that's not supposed to be in the drink. And so you have to decide between whether you want to say the customer is always right, or if that if you put that, whatever into the drink, it's going to have a horrible flavor and the customer's going to hate it anyway. I mean, that's just a really random thing for me to come up with as to how you can make mixology a full-on career. Because in The Sims 3, it was cool. You couldn't tend bar. As you got better, you went from a dive bar to a professional bar, to a sports bar to a professional bar, and you kind of just tended bar and collected tips, and took over from wherever the mixologist that was there before left off. But what would be really cool is if you were actually the bartender, not that you were taking over from a bartender, but you actually bartend at the local, dive bar, because you're at a level 1 or 2 or 3 or something. So it's like level 1 is you going to all the different bars, hoping that the bartender will give you a chance to show, or the proprietor will give you a chance to show them, what you can do. And when you finally land a job at one of the bars, then you just start showing up and, build your skills, learn better recipes, become better at like creating the same drink over and over again until you've perfected the quality, things of that nature. And that would be a really, really cool way to add mixology into a career / profession form. And Master Chef has always been in the game since like the beginning of The Sims. There's always been a Master Chef. It says that the Sim wants to master the culinary arts, but my issue with that doesn't mean that's like very general. It could just mean that they want to master the culinary skill and just like, know all, I guess 10 skill levels if they're still doing it that way. Or it means they want to get to the head of or to the top of the culinary career. Or it could mean both. Since it wants to master the culinary arts, it could actually just mean that they learn all the recipes, they know, they have this skill all the way mastered, and they're at the top of their career. It's very general. So to me, that Master Chef could really mean anything. We won't know until we play the game. But it's cool to kind of see, a little bit of old Sims and some new Sim kind of mixing together to create newer Sim. But another thing I wanted to focus on is the Deviants. The Deviants is brand new. It's brand new. I've never seen anything like this before. Never, ever, ever. We've had the culinary. We've had the criminal career, and that's always been that. But this aspiration, it's got 2 different branches. It's got the public enemy branch and the chief of mischief branch. And what that means is you've got like the public enemy, where you're really just like a bad person, because your sim is just actually more than just being mean-spirited. Your sim is actually kind of evil, because your sim wants to make enemies and wants to be a famous criminal, not just any kind of criminal, but like a famous one. And then you have the other side of the coin, which is the chief of mischief, where it doesn't mean that your sim is actually evil, because they just want to. The sim is all about pranks and mayhem. So they just kind of want to pull pranks and cause mischief and mayhem, pretty much. And that doesn't automatically equate evil. That could just be more a little bit mean, a little bit, mischievous, but not straight up, evil. And so, in that regard, I really like it because, like, it's hard for me to play an evil sim. Evil sims are just so evil. It's like, geez, can you not want to be enemies with everyone? Can you not want to start a fight with that old grandma? Can you, not steal candy from a baby? Can you just not be evil? It's okay if you're mean and it's okay if you're like, grumpy or whatever, but evil is just like, stop enjoying other people's misery already. See, Joe gets it, or sorry, Thomas gets it. Okay, and let's go. So those are the ones I kind of wanted to point out. Another one I wanted to point out is Fortune, because I love it. I absolutely love it. I mean, it's the bonus trait that comes with this is business savvy. Wait, did I say the bonus trait for? No, I didn't. So the Deviant's bonus trait is called Dastardly. Dastardly Sims perform stronger and more successful mean interactions. And that could be from, creating an enemy to creating mischief. Okay, so Fortune. The bonus trait for Fortune is Business Savvy. Business savvy Sims earn more than the standard rate from careers. That's great. That's mixing a little bit of ambition into there, which I like. When I click on it, I get two different branches in the Fortune Aspiration. You got the Fabulously Wealthy. This sim wants to get rich and have a successful career. Now, thankfully, what this just means is that whatever career they pick, it doesn't have to be a business career. They can be a doctor. I don't know what careers come in this game. They could actually be a law degree career like there was in Sims 2. So they could be a doctor, a lawyer, a scientist, a, a chef, whatever career they pick, it just has to make sure that they're successful in it. So it doesn't just have to be business career. It can be any career as long as it's, they're successful at it, and it makes them money and makes them rich. So that's what Fabulously Wealthy, that branch of the Fortune Aspiration is about. It's pretty much about getting rich and being successful in your career. The next one is the Mansion Baron. Now, I love this, and I think a lot of you guys are going to love this, because it's like perfect for those architects and interior designers out there that just love, like, they could spend almost as much time building their house as they do actually playing in it. And the Mansion Baron is, this sim is all about owning the biggest, fanciest home. So to get this aspiration, to fulfill it, to complete it, whatever word you want to use there, you pretty much have to have the biggest, fanciest home, period. So you can start off small and, like, build up your fortune, and, depending on, what traits are around, if they bring back kleptomaniac, you can, like, go around stealing all this other stuff to jam pack it in your house. Or you can just, cheat and make money using the motherlode cheat and build your big fancy house. Or you can start off small, and as you get better money from, a career or selling your artwork or being a famous author or whatever it is, you can then continue building your house and building your house until you get to that whole celebrity status where it's like started from the bottom, now we're here type thing. And that'd be so cool to see, just see people's before and after pictures. Like, when we started, we lived in this 1-bedroom, like, shack. And now, we're here in this, like, 6-bedroom mansion, and that'd be so cool as a story, as, just pictures on Facebook, as whatever. So that's, a lot of people have been wanting something like this without even knowing that they wanted it. So I gotta kind of give kudos to EA for giving us something that we didn't even know we wanted until we saw it and realized that we wanted it. So, hats off in this regard. Hats off, EA. Hats off. And kind of those are the ones that I kind of wanted to point out. Everything else is the normal, but we'll still take a look at it. Let's go. Athletic. The bonus trait is high metabolism. It's easier to stay fit and trim when you have a high metabolism, and it only has one branch, which is the bodybuilder. This sim wants to work out and become as strong as they can be. So it's pretty much like a be all you can be type of thing, athletically speaking. And you just want this sim just wants to be fit and that's why it's called a bodybuilder. They just want to have all the muscles in the world. I can totally see our friend Joe here being a bodybuilder. But let's keep looking. Next one is creativity. The bonus trait is musers. Musers get better boosts to their skills when they are inspired. Now, clicking on it shows us 3 different branches of the creativity is aspiration. You got the painter extraordinaire. The sim wants his life to be all about art and painting. So you've got the painting, which is painter extraordinaire. You've got the musical genius. The sim wants to be an expert musician and songwriter. And you've got the best-selling author. The sim wants to write books and become a famous author. So, I mean, all of these are careers and I guess self-employed professions that came with ambitions and grew from there in The Sims 3. So it's good to see them back. I know a lot of simmers who just enjoy having that 1 or 2 sims that stay home and paint or write, and they don't go to a 9 to 5. They just stay home and create masterpieces and then sell them. So, and I heard somewhere that if you sell a masterpiece in The Sims 4, if you sell your artwork, it'll show up at the gallery, which would be awesome if it's actually true, if that's really true. Then it'd be so awesome if by selling my artwork, it pops up at the local art gallery. It'll be also cool if by selling my books, like that manuscript or whatever, then shows up as like released in the bookstore. That'd be so awesome. Since it's like more, like they say, it's smarter Sims, it's more emotion based, it's more evolved, it would make sense that a sim can get that extra bit of fulfillment and that extra bit of confidence, which I'm pretty sure they've added confidence as some form of a skill. So that extra bit of confidence, if they can go to the local gallery and see their work hanging there. Next is family. The bonus trait for family is domestic. The domestic sims will see their domestic sims will see their familial relationships grow stronger faster. So by having the domestic trait, just by being yourselves as a family, just by the sim that has that domestic bonus trait, their relationship will build faster than everyone else's. And it's got 2 branches, the successful lineage, where it says the successful lineage, where it says this sim wants to have a family that succeeds in life. Now, what I kind of read from that is more of a like born with a silver spoon in their mouth type of thing, like a Vanderbilt type of family where they're more worried about public perception and like professional success as opposed to personal perception and just mental or emotional success, where it's just like you have a happy family as opposed to a successful one. They don't equate the two to be the same. Especially considering that the second part is big happy family, and this one is the sim wants to build a large loving household. So one wants to just have a family that has a successful life, that succeeds at life, and the other one wants to just have a big loving family. Um, so I think that that's kind of helps explain the difference between just having a family that succeeds at life and having a family that's loving and happy. The two are not the same. Moving on, we have the foodie essence of flavor is the bonus trait. I think I already looked at this, but let's just make sure. Yeah, master chef and master mixologist. I did look at that already. I looked at the fortune already as well. So we're gonna move over to knowledge. The bonus trait for knowledge is quick learner. Quick learners build all skills a little bit faster. A little bit faster. Now that's actually a really, really, really great bonus skill to have. I don't know about you guys, but when I'm starting out a brand new family and I have to rebuild all those skills from scratch, it can get annoying. Oh, it can get aggravating. It can get irritating. It can just get on your last darn nerve because your sim is just not learning quick enough. And their needs are dropping, and then before you know it, they put the book away and moved on to something else, and you're just like, ah. So having that quick learner bonus trait would probably come in handy for these two aspirations, for this aspiration and the three branches attached to it, which is Renaissance Sim, the sim that wants to be good at everything, or have like multiple things that they're good at all at the same time, and then the nerd brain. This is a bit different because the sim wants to be both book smart and handy. So it's not just that they know the technical things, but they also know the practical things as well. They've got practical application to go along with what they've read in a book. So that's a different aspiration that we've ever had before, and it tickles my fancy. And then the last one for the knowledge aspiration is computer whiz. The sim wants to know everything about computers, from playing games to careers. Now, when I see that to careers, it makes me think of two things. That there could actually just be a specific career, a computer-based career, and because it says careers with an S at the end of it, it makes you think that there's actually more than one computer-based career, which would be awesome if they brought back the gamer from university, and also from Sims 2 and from Sims 3, where you have the opportunity to be a game designer in The Sims 3 or, in The Sims 2. So I think that they're probably going to bring that back as a career, which is just amazing. It would just be so, so awesome. Next is all you need is love, 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 love. All you need is love. With the bonus trait of alluring. Alluring sims are more successful at romance than any other sim. And that makes sense. Because you're looking for love and you're attracting love, so of course it's going to result in finding some form of love. And the two branches are hopeful, romantic, and soulmate. And these again are the kind of thing where it's like two sides of the same coin, where a hopeful romantic is a sim that kind of wants to play the field and go out on different dates with all sorts of different interesting people, while the soulmate is just that sim that wants to find the one. They want to find and live a rewarding life with the one. So it's like they just want to pick that one sim and find that one sim that they're going to spend the rest of their lives with, and then just go about spending the rest of their lives with them. Um, and that's so cute. That's so adorable. So you can be the serial dater who's, picking and choosing, when to and who with to become romantic, or you can do the soulmate where you're just continuously looking for that one person that completes your sim. And then we've got the second to last, which is nature, and the bonus skill for nature is collector. Collectors can find rare collectibles more often. That's great. Awesome. This I guess is the Sims 4 version of the collection helper. Of the collector, the collection helper, that little butterfly that you can get as a lifetime reward. Now it comes as a bonus trait, and there are 3 different branches to this. Get it? Branches, because it's a tree. Anyway, there are 3 different branches that come with the nature aspiration. You got the freelance botanist. This sim wants to grow plants and become an expert gardener. And I guess the reason that you put freelance there is because they're they're just growing their own plants, whether it's in their own home lot or in the major park lot or wherever um, that they find seeds in space. They can grow plants. Um, and then you have the curator. Sim wants to collect everything the world has to offer, and that would be more like So the first one is more gardening. The second one is more collector type of. I wonder if that becomes a skill, where you get better at collecting things as you keep going, if it's a hidden skill type of situation. And then the third one, the last branch in obedience. The last branch in nature is angling ace. This sim wants to know everything about fishing. So we've got gardening, we've got collecting, and we've got fishing. So we know for sure that not only do these skills show up in the game, but there's aspirations dedicated just to that, which is awesome. Okay, and the last aspiration that came with the Sims 4 CAS demo is popularity. The bonus trait for popularity is gregarious. Gregarious Sims build friendly relationships faster. And I guess don't exactly know what the word gregarious means. For those of you who don't know what gregarious means, I will tell you. Gregarious means being fond of the company of others. It means sociable. Synonyms would include social, outgoing, companionable, friendly, extrovert. These are all words that you can use to describe a gregarious person, which is also pretty much just saying a friendly person. A friendly sim is a gregarious sim, someone who's enjoys the company of others, who's sociable and fun in that social kind of way. And so that's what gregarious means. That's what that extra bonus trait is. It's pretty much making your sim extra friendly. And let's see what popularity comes with. It's got 3 different branches. The joke star, which I'm guessing has to do with the comedian career that we've heard so much about. This sim wants to tell jokes and become a famous comedian. So not only can you become a comedian, you can become a famous comedian. And just I guess that would incur celebrity stars. So it's good to know that the Sims 4 base game um, comes with its own celebrity points, or its own form of like famous Sims, without having to find a specific late night expansion pack, or nightlife expansion pack, or whatever. So that's pretty cool. The second one is Party Animal. This sim wants to throw and attend amazing parties. And since you always have only one lot as the active lot, um, I do believe that throwing a party is going to be way more fun in The Sims 4 than it was in The Sims 2. Sorry, not The Sims 2. Than it was in The Sims 3. Now, throwing a party in The Sims 2, if you've ever played it, was hard. I mean, not hard, but it was harder than throwing a party in The Sims 3 because you had a set amount of time and you had to make your Sims, your friends, your Sims friends happy. Like, you have to make your guests happy. You have to feed them, talk to them, um, put like fun interactive objects around so that they would click on them and partake in the fun. And if that time passed and you didn't raise that party to a certain level, then the party is a dud. It didn't get a chance to take off. It literally just stayed on the tarmac in the airport, didn't go anywhere. But if you do pass a certain level, like, it'll add more time and add more time until you pretty much just threw the biggest bash of the year. So that's kind of how Sims 2 was. In Sims 3, it was way much easier to throw a Sims 3 party. There was no timer telling you what you're doing wrong and whether your party is actually like getting good or not. You can get a bunch of different lifetime rewards, like the legendary host, and there's another one where everyone just wants to have fun, and no matter how good or bad your party is, like your I guess your location is, your party will always be amazing. Whether you have all the cool party items or not, the party will still be off the chain, something epic that the Sims will talk about for generations to come. So for The Sims 4, when it comes to throwing a party, I'm hoping that they mix a little bit of both, where it's not so easy as The Sims 2, but it's not so hard where it's not so easy like The Sims 3, but it's not so hard like The Sims 2. I'm hoping that it's like a mixture of the two, where in the end, you have this amazing, awesome rager, and you felt like, you've actually like worked at it to get it to be that awesome, as opposed to just having that, lifetime reward. Okay, and the last thing in popularity is Friend of the World. This sim wants to make and keep as many friends as they can. So that's also going to be simple. You just kind of hang around. I mean, if we have a short load per every active lot, I guess you can just hang out, at the sidewalk in that street area and introduce yourself to all the Sims that pass by. Until eventually you start building friends and you become friend of the world. So after everything that I looked at, I think the bodybuilder and the chief of mischief are the two aspirations that I think would work with Joe here. So yeah, I don't know. I think I'm gonna pick Chief of Mischief just because bodybuilder is like taking the easy way out at this point. see, this sim wants to work out and become as strong as they can be. So it's pretty much you just stick your sim on a treadmill. You just stick your sim on a treadmill at the local gym, and they will eventually, like hit this aspiration without you having to do much. So I'm gonna pick the Chief of Mischief instead, in hopes that it be a bit more in depth and have a bit more gameplay, for when I have to like throw pranks and cause pranks and cause throw pranks and cause mayhem. And what I'm also going to do is I'm going to save Joe here, and when The Sims comes out September 2nd, I'm going to play him and try and achieve this aspiration that we've just picked. So in next part 2, we're going to go over the traits and decide on the 3 traits that's gonna kind of make Joe a well-rounded individual who can become the Chief of Mischief. So stay tuned for part 2, and happy simming, everyone. I hope you've enjoyed my first look into the Sims 4 Aspirations.